Hey guys, it's me Jack, and I have my first comparison to give you guys today. The comparison is with the two Mr. Freeze minifigures, the one from 2006 and the one from 2012. They're very hard to decide right now, which I think are better, just because I like the head from the old one and the rest from the new one, and the custom gun I made. You can see in the back is like customized Mr. Freeze gun. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't really like either of the guns that they use for Mr. Freeze. If I really wanted to say one, I'd probably say the new one. Lego did an outstanding job with both of them, I think, and especially since the old one is from 2006. That was 7 years ago, so it kind of adds up. So I'm going to give you a first and second look at both of the minifigures, and I hope you enjoy, I guess. So here's the first minifigure, the 2006/2008. It's very good. The really cool looking head. His armor plate right here, which is basically the new one part, except using older pieces without having to make anything quite so new. Okay, so the back, it's the space helmet from a while back. The back also has crystals on this, connected to the armor piece, which is pretty cool, I guess. And then the gun is just a white 1x1 cone piece with a clear blue stud attached, and there's another stud up here. It's another clear blue stud, and he has plain blue legs. So yeah, here is a better look at the Mr. Freeze 2006-08 version. His head, I just love this head from the set. If you see all these little bumps and stuff, it's just blood that I've gotten in the woods and scratches and stuff like that. Woods near my house. Let's see if this works. It tends to work on videos, and I just don't get how. But that's an easier way for me. Plain blue body as well, which I think is pretty cool. So I have two of these plain blue bodies. No idea what the other one came with. You know, I have no idea where I got the other plain blue body, but in the back, there's absolutely nothing when he doesn't have his armor on. This is basically what Mr. Freeze would look like inside of his base, like his pajamas. That might have been where Lego was going with this, since in Batman and Robin, Mr. Freeze wore his pajamas, robe. It was like a blue robe, and he was in his base. And if you use this head on here, and then move this head onto this when you're inside the base, I think it looks necessarily cool. So yeah, that's the entire Mr. Freeze minifigure from 2006 and 08. So here we got Mr. Freeze. Once again, I'm a pretty big fan of having this character. Probably the same amount as having this one. This one's more rare, and that's one of his things, just because that's just one of his the things that people like about him, just because like a lot of times the people are just like, screw the new Batman. No one cares about them. 2013 Batman is awesome. Freaking awesome. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Bat versus Bane tumbler. I think it's pretty cool, and Lego did do a very good job with it, but the new Mr. Freeze set on the Arkham Asylum are boss. I don't have Arkham Asylum or the Bat. I'm going to buy both of those sets soon. I don't know when. Right now I have to use this customized crappy Bane I made. Doesn't even have the real pieces. Well, I don't even have it completed. All I drew was just the mask. that's pretty much it. Alright, so actually let's review him. He actually has light blue, which I think was a good idea, and then he has like black belt, black mechanic gloves. Alright, let me just show you this real quick. Okay, so see this, it looks fairly cool. Ice in here. It's pretty awesome. The black is pretty much the ray gun, and I think it's pretty cool, but I'm not a huge fan or anything. I'm not a huge fan of this gun, but it is pretty cool. Both of them are equally as cool. If they mix them together, I think it would look really awesome. And just use my custom one, I think it looks awesome-ist. So, that's pretty much the gun. Basically just see his little face in there. He looks pretty cool. He looks evil. So I think it's something good they put about Mr. Freeze. The helmet is very, very cool looking. The only problem with it is that there's a hole right here and you can see the inside, and he could get burnt and he could get like burned to death somehow. The piece is actually an Atlantis helmet, and you can take off that. The piece looks pretty cool that you put on it. To me, I just think it's similar to the Buzz Lightyear piece. I don't really know why. I just think it looks like it. Then you basically just can't really see much. You could put some diamonds in here because, you know, Mr. Freeze needed his diamonds to fix him from being cryogenically frozen. To fix his cryogenically frozen wife who had a disease or something. So, yeah. Now you can actually see some of his the 2013 versions of the amazing printing that is basically just put onto the body here. This is a little. To me, the body reminds me of the Quinjet Iron Man, and I have no idea about you, but that's just what it reminds me of because of that blue dot right there. But this is just his frozen gear, and you got the really cold face. And he's got some pretty freaking awesome back printing I really like about him. And that is the 2013 minifigure, and I'm just going to show you what I think is the best way to mix the two Mr. Freezes together without actually having to rip off any arms or legs or anything like that. So yeah, here he is. He looks pretty cool. You already know what all the pieces look like, so I'm not even going to take off the helmet to show you. But I just like the idea with the old goggles, and then the new pieces for the rest. And then just nothing else. Really same extra stuff, how he could die from this helmet. It's not protective for him enough. And then a good Mr. Freeze when he's at his base thing, I think would be this. Kind of takes off his goggles, he's kind of chilling out, he's just like, ooh, yeah. I'm fine. I stole a diamond, but Batman's probably gonna like find me soon, and he's gonna take me back to our. Oh crap! I should have thought this went through early. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. That might be how it be. It's kind of funny. It's like, oh crap! I didn't think this was through early, but I just like the idea of this. So yeah. And pretty much my only problem with the two Mr. Freezes, I both really like them. I like both of them a lot. But it's just the freeze rays. I just never really got the... I like this one, and I like the other one too. It's just, to me, it's just not Mr. Freeze. I think Mr. Freeze should have something that looks a little bit more like this baby right here. It's like two handlebars, and lots of ice all over it. Flame, like a blue flame as the ice. I think that's pretty cool. This little 360 spin. So yeah. So you've seen my thoughts and ideas about these two minifigures. And since this is a battle of the two minifigures, I'm going to have to say it's a tie with 8 out of 10 for each minifigure. Like, I don't love the new one's head, and I don't really like the old one's everything but the head and helmet, and I don't really like either of their guns. That's just my opinion. You may have something different. Just leave it in the comments which one you think is better. I'm just going to guess that you guys are going to, if you actually do guess or answer the question, I bet you're just going to say the old one because he's rare. Or the old one because he's cool. Or the old one, just the old one because you can't get him anymore. So, I don't know. I don't really like those types of answers just because I like to base them off of whether the minifigure is really good or not. Like, I like the old Two-Face better than the new Two-Face. By far. It looks really cool. I got him right here. I kind of messed up his sides a little bit. I did this, but he's a really cool minifigure. I should probably fix that. You know, I love the minifigure of him. I think it deserves this minifigure right here, I think deserves a 10 out of 10. Well, no. Neither of the backs were on them, so I'm just going to give him a 9.5 out of 10. Let's just go with that. So, I guess it's your turn to decide what you want, what one you think is better, because my opinion is not your opinion, so it really doesn't matter what I thought. But I just thought you might enjoy having a comparison video for once. And other than that, I'll see you guys later, and bye.